let's have the children's story. What song is that?
Tell me the stories of Jesus.
That's what I thought. I'm sorry. I would never do well in naming that tune, would I?
Tell me the stories of Jesus.
Tell me the stories of Jesus. I don't know the rest of the words. Okay. If it was a Beethoven symphony, I might, but probably not. This is a story. This is from an anthology, but the one I'm going to read is Frederick by Leo Leone. Hold it up. The camera's really high. That's all right. So Frederick. And just in case you can't tell, I know it's hard, yet you can't see the picture, so I will give some description, but you'll get the gist of it. Frederick is a mouse. We're a very pro-mouse church, as long as they're not inside. Once they come inside, all along the meadow, where the cows grazed and the horses ran, there was an old stone wall. In the wall, not far from the barn and the granary, a chatty family of field mice had their home. So there's the... Does it help for me to show the picture over there? Can you kind of... Okay, because I know you can't see it that way. But the farmers had moved away. The barn was abandoned, and the granary stood empty. What that means is they didn't have a lot of grain to steal from, living off the hard work of the farmers. They have to earn their own keep now. That's not in the text. And since winter was not far off, the little mice began to gather corn and nuts and wheat and straw. They worked all day and night. All except Frederick. Frederick, why don't you work? They asked. I do work, said Frederick. I gather sun rays for the cold, dark winter days. And when they saw Frederick sitting there, sitting at the meadow, they said, and now, Frederick? I gather colors, answered Frederick simply, for winter is gray. And once, Frederick seemed half asleep. Are you dreaming, Frederick? They asked reproachfully. But Frederick said, oh no, I am gathering words, for the winter days are long and many, and will run out of things to say. The winter days came, and when the first snow fell, the 5 little field mice took to their hideout in the stones. In the beginning, there was lots to eat, and the mice told stories of foolish foxes and silly cats. They were a happy family. Just so you can see, there's lots of grains and nuts, and they're all having a good time. But little by little, they had nibbled up most of the nuts and berries. The straw was gone, and the corn was only a memory. It was cold in the wall, and no one felt like chatting. Then they remembered what Frederick had said about the sun rays and colors and words. What about your supplies, Frederick? They asked. Close your eyes, said Frederick, as he climbed on a big stone. Now I send you rays of the sun. Do you feel their golden glow? And as Frederick spoke of the sun, the 4 little mice began to feel warmer. Was it Frederick's voice? Was it magic? So the mice are sitting there, their eyes are closed, and there's a glow. And this is from Frederick's words. And how about the colors, Frederick? They asked anxiously. Close your eyes again, Frederick said. And when he told them of the blue periwinkles and the red poppies and the yellow wheat and the green leaves of the berry bush, they saw the colors clearly, as if they had been painted in their minds. And the words, Frederick? Frederick cleared his voice, waited a moment, and then, as if from a stage, he said, who scatters snowflakes? Who melts the ice? Who spoils the weather? Who makes it nice? Who grows four-leaf clovers in June? Who dims the daylight? Who lights the moon? 4 little field mice who live in the sky. 4 little field mice, like you and I. One of them is Spring Mouse, who turns on the showers. Then comes the summer, who paints in the flowers. The fall mouse is next with walnuts and wheat. And winter is last with little cold feet. Aren't we lucky the seasons are 4? Think of a year with 1 less, or 1 more. When Frederick finished, they all applauded. But Frederick, they said, you are a poet. Frederick blushed, took a bow, and said shyly, I know it. The end.